back right. They took every single avenue away from me. They took the playlisting away from me. They took every single thing they could take away from me. People came, some people bought 20, some people bought 5, some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spent $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand. One of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, MD, and before I will say anything else, I just want to let you guys know that you all are awesome. We have passed the halfway mark to our milestone of 100 subscribers. You're just too good. I cannot say how much I appreciate the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. And these are the things that keep me motivated to keep creating these videos, pushing the educational content so we can all make better and informed decisions when it comes to the crypto space. If you're watching this video and you are not yet subscribed and you want to support a growing channel, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, and go ahead and subscribe if you like the content that we push out so far. We are also live on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans to push out crypto content wherever you are 24 hours a day. And along with that subscription, go ahead, consider hitting the bell as well so you can get notified anytime I come on the net. So before we get into today's topic, as promised, we will be talking about Audius today. And I just want to give a recognition and a shout out for a new community member. And that new community member is B. Humphreys. That also brings us up to a total of 13 personnel participating in our Ledger Nano X giveaway. If you'd like to know how to be a participant in this giveaway, go ahead and follow our Discord, subscribe to the channel, and like the most recent video, while also following steps 1 through 4 on the Discord, and you will be all set to participate. As I said, the minimum amount of people I want to participate is 15. The giveaway will end on December 10th. And I wish you good luck to those who participate. I also want to give recognition to a up-and-coming clothing line, Gooversity. Full transparency, I am not invested or sponsored or an affiliate in any way. It is an old friend of mine who just released this clothing line, and it is not every day that you get to promote something like this, an up-and-coming clothing line, so I just thought I would promote this. And for those of you who find any interest in any of these items, you could visit the website above. I will also put this link in the description so you can visit the website on your own leisure. As you can see here, these are their new products. As we are stepping into the winter months here in my region of the world, I am really interested in this hoodie. It looks really good. And if you scroll down here, you can see more of the up close shots of the hoodie being worn. Looks really good. I think I might end up picking this one up. Their purchasing options are PayPal and PayPal credit. And for those of you who know, PayPal also dabbles in crypto. So you could part from some of your crypto to purchase one of these very nicely designed hoodies. Now, with all of that being said, let's get to the action. Now, if you did not watch my previous video, I told everyone that I would be looking into the Audius project. And I wanted to do this for 2 reasons. One, because they're not really a popular project. They kind of sit within the top 100 cryptocurrencies in terms of market cap. And 2, they are trying to put money back into artists' pockets that find themselves independent or new. And that is something I can get behind. They also have the same kind of incentive structure, not incentive structure, but mission and goal as VRA. So VRA tries to put more money back into the pockets of content creators that are lost due to ad fraud. And Audius is trying to put money back into the pockets of artists by eliminating the middleman, such as labels, producers, or platforms like Spotify, who take a big chunk of the money when they post artist content to their platform, which is always an attention grabber for me. All right, so looking at their abstract and their white paper, which I usually like to start off with, The music industry generates 43 billion in revenue, but only 12% goes to content creators. Furthermore, artists have minimal control over how their music is distributed and little visibility into who is streaming it. To address these and other platforms problems faced by artists, we introduce Audius, a fully decentralized music streaming protocol built with public blockchain infrastructure and other decentralized technologies. Audius allows artists to distribute to and get paid directly from their fans, and is comprised of the following components: an efficient token economy powered by the Audius platform, a decentralized storage solution, a unique track encryption scheme paired with a programmable mechanism to unlock user-specific proxy re-encryption keys for content. Ooh, that was a lot. A discovery protocol for its users, a decentralized governance protocol. So just looking at this abstract and pairing the research that I've been doing over the past week, Audius is a San Francisco-based decentralized music streaming platform which uses a ERC20 token standard, which is the Ethereum platform. And anybody who knows Ethereum, any projects that are built on Ethereum always try to look for layer 2 solutions that offer lower gas fees and things of that nature. But I will show you their partnerships in the tabs to come. So let's continue to read on here. 2017, the music industry generated 43 billion in revenue, but only 12% of that made its way to artists. As points of comparison, NFL players capture at least 47% of the revenue generated by the NFL, and NBA players capture between 49 to 51%. Centralized user-generated music distribution platforms have succumbed to the influence of legacy institutions struggling to find sustainable business models, as existing institutions reap the rewards of their artists' labor. And as consumers, we know how competitive the musicians market is. There's musicians everywhere, and producers always try to make it seem like it is more beneficial going with them to gain their popularity and get noticed rather than becoming independent and owning maybe 98 to 99% of their revenue from the content that they create. And for the rappers and artists who have made it being independent, you know how important it is and how much it means from them from the cutscenes in the intro. I hope you guys liked it. Now let's continue to read on about Audius. What problems are they trying to solve? There is little to no transparency around the origins of artists' payout. So the number of plays, location, incomplete rights to ownership data often prevents content artists from getting paid. There are layers of middlemen and significant time delay involved in payments to artists. From what I understand from a couple of artists that I know who posted content to Spotify, you have to wait a certain amount of days for it to publish and actually show up in the search engine so users can actually discover your music, which is kind of weird. But those are the things to expect from centralized entities. Published rights are complicated and opaque, with no incentives for the industry to make rights data public and accurate. Remixes, covers, and other derivative content are largely censored due to rights management issues, and licensing issues prevent data service providers and content from being accessible worldwide. So the tools that Audius brings to solve these current problems between artists and fans are quite practical. And the reason why I think it is practical is because they're the only ones to provide a decentralized music streaming platform to put revenue back into the artist's pockets and also make the experience enjoyable for the content discoverers or audiophiles who look for new artists and or fresh tunes every day, something different rather than the reoccurring top 5 playlist hits that anyone or any centralized platform would like to play. Now the way Audius works, it is layered with 5 components that really make it stand out, especially as the first mover. And those 5 components are the Audius token, And the Audius project also leverages stablecoins. So when the artists get paid on their platform, you don't really have to worry about market volatility. You get paid with a stablecoin that is pegged 1-to-1 with a dollar, which is a pretty neat feature that they've enabled the artists to get paid with. You also have content nodes. So with content nodes, I will explain how they work on the next tab. But these are users who play a critical role on the functionality of Audius's decentralized ecosystem. The same goes for the content ledger. It's just the single source of truth for all data accessible within the content nodes that are ran by the people. You also have the discovery nodes. These are the nodes that put out specific artists depending on who you listen to. It creates an interface which makes your selection much easier to find any new artists that you want. You also have governance, which is the last one. And what governance means is that the token that they use as a source of value, as a source of staking, as a source of a vote, since this is a decentralized platform, you would use your Audius tokens to vote on any upcoming upgrades to the ecosystem, as the decentralized nature of this project allows you to vote on further progressions and upgrades, which makes it a truly decentralized ecosystem led by the people, which makes sense. Continuing on, we can see how the content lifestyle lives within the Audius project. So you have your artists here and they publish content to the content nodes, and these content nodes are ran by individual people performing critical tasks. The content ledger publishes the content while the content node just holds the data that the content was uploaded with. And you have your fans here who stream the content and also look to discover content from the discovery nodes, which is a pretty neat life cycle. And I like that they included a little figure here to show how it works. Scrolling down, so the tokens have 3 prongs of functionality within the protocol unlocked by staking. So you get security. With a proof of stake token or platform or any project, the more tokens staked on the network provides the most security. When we're talking about blockchain technology, the more nodes that relay the information to each other, performing their specific tasks, as nodes in that ecosystem, you provide greater security. Just like with Bitcoin, just like Cardano, all proof of stake and all depend on the decentralized ecosystem to stake as many tokens as they can to provide the most security. Next is feature access. So with staking tokens, this is a free to enjoy platform, but you do get access to exclusive features if you stake tokens or if you delegate to a node that is staking tokens, which everyone benefits from. And then the third prong is you have governance. Obviously, your Audius token will be weighed 1 token to 1 vote. So anytime there is a network proposal for improvement, you can use however many Audius tokens you have. That is how many votes you would have. Scrolling down some more. Now, here's the content node. They also show a figure of how the content node works. The only thing I would like to point out in this content node figure is the AUDSP, and this is their protocol that uses file storage for all of the content that is uploaded to the Audius ecosystem. And it's a protocol that they use specifically to make the content available to streamers and listeners all over the world at any point in time, which is also free. And their decentralized protocol is IPFS, which is the Interplanetary File System. As you can see right here, they are pretty proud of it. And this is what makes them different. Compare them to any centralized network. There is no protocol like this. With Spotify, they maintain all of their own content on their own servers, which makes them a single point of failure, as we have spoken about this before when we were talking about decentralized finance and things of that nature. Scrolling down some more, we have the conditions that you can unlock through artist discretion, as you can see here. So you can unlock specific entitlements to your fans, to your followers or subscribers on the Audius platform. And, just a few examples that they give here is a payment being made. Obviously, they want to be a Patreon of your content and pay for fresh releases that nobody else has access to. Sufficient holding of an artist token. The Audius platform also allows users to bring in another token, which could be their own token or a third-party token, a stable coin of that matter, to unlock exclusive content. Or if you listen to a certain amount of streams from a specific artist, they can give you exclusive access to either further content if you're a long-term fan of theirs and they want to reward you. So this is also a pretty neat feature. It gives artists the ability to create further incentives for their followers and keep the engagement strong. Scrolling down some more, you have the content ledger talking about the software behind it, but we are more interested in the discovery node. So the discovery node is the second portion of staking that you can do. As we've seen before, the Audius project is built up of 5 prongs, and this is one of those 5. And what the discovery node allows you to do is discover the content that is on the network distributed by artists. And what an artist can do, you can run your own discovery node as an artist, which gives you better exposure to be discovered by people looking for new artists, new music, and things of that matter. But you do not have to. You can also just join the Audius platform and distribute your music that way. And the discovery node ran by other people will do the work for you. Now, their social features and fan feed are pretty neat. They allow people to stream a track, like a track. You can add it to your fans' own library, follow other fans. You can create a public or private playlist and repost tracks to followers. And this is kind of the same thing that music streaming platforms already do, but they try to go a little bit further with comment-based community interaction, which is something I have not seen before. So if they do this white paper was updated in August of 2020, but if they do this, I could see it being a really popular function, as it kind of adds its own social media play to the music streaming platform. That could go a long way. And governance, I already went over how governance works on the Audius platform, but I'll just read a little piece from here. In the spirit of creating a community-owned and operated streaming protocol, the key actors should be empowered to shape, mend, and modify underlying parameters of the Audius protocol, including but not limited to feature integrations, royalty rates, token distribution, fee pool allocation, and staking rewards. So these are the things, just a few examples, that you would be voting on. There is a lot more things that is, as it is community driven, so it could be anything. The future of this platform solely depends on the people being active with their tokens that are staked to make the platform better. So on this page, this is Audius Docs. You can find this on their Audius URL, their desktop/homepage, which I will take you guys to as we continue throughout this video. And they include some information on how they do things. What is staking? I like when projects do this because it gives people education on the services you actually provide if they were to be a new crypto enthusiast looking to be a node operator on your platform. They say here content nodes have the ability to store and relay audio content, tracks, mixes, etc. streamed on Audius. And for the discovery nodes, you are to index and hash data like user profiles, playlists, and followers to bring user data together. And I will show you guys how that all comes together on their homepage. Now, staking on Audius, to be a delegator of your audio tokens, you need to have a minimum of 100 coins to participate. And for the node operators, you need a minimum of 200,000 audio tokens. And if I'm not mistaken, the current price of Audius right now is $1.83. So if we do the math here, just a couple of seconds, it's approximately $300,000, which is quite a hefty amount if you ask me. But if you are investing in your future and you want to be noticed as a content creator, an artist, a musician, these might be the prices you're willing to pay. And I scrolled all the way to the bottom just to find the staking rewards for my investors here. I always like to get this number because it's something I'm interested in as well. Audius features a 7% automatic annual issuance rate distributed on chain. So for your delegators, that is the potential APY you can think about making if you decide to become a delegate. They also have a how-to of running a node because it requires a lot of command line inputting. I believe the platform that they like to use is Linux. I know for the Cardano node that I was running, it was Ubuntu. So Ubuntu 16.04 or higher. A lot of these platforms like to use that one because the GitHub instructions or how-tos already exist. So it's better to just go with what is already there rather than just creating another software how-to when running a node. Now here is their protocol dashboard. You can see the top service operators by active stake, and these people are pretty heavily invested. The numbers here are the staked and delegated coins, so it is not just the node operators holdings right here. And it's pretty nice to see. I like how they have this page. This is also where you would see your proposals for improvement on the Audius project. These are the resolved proposals. You can see a lot of them pass, some of them fail, and that would just be due to the fact that not enough people voted sometimes, and the proposal would just be brought up again next week. Yeah, so 4 or 5 was failed here, but it passed here. The analytics. So you can see 314 million Audius tokens are staked on the platform right now, with a current circulating supply of 500 million and a max circulating supply of 1 billion. With this project gaining a lot of popularity in the future, this current price of 183 or 190, whatever it's at right now, I can easily see it being a $20 project, not a $20 project, but a $20 Audius token. They have current active users at 6.5 million. So I don't think that price target is too high or too far, especially with the news I'm about to show you next. Now here is their dashboard. I figured I would show this just to see how all of the technology we just talked about in the white paper comes together in a basic UI that is enjoyable for fans and artists to post their content. And it's pretty neat. As you can see, the content node hosts all of these tracks, making them available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the discovery node, since I do not have an account, it just shows me what's trending. So the discovery node is who the artist is. So both of those things come together in a dashboard where you can enjoy all kinds of streamed music. Now the team I really wanted to look at just to see if I can find any names that stood out to me or any popular people from outside of the crypto space who helped develop the project or maybe came from a different project, like how Charles Hoskinson from Cardano came from Ethereum to create his own coin. But while I did not see any people who are actually behind the team, the advisors are where it really got interesting. So deadmau5, Rack, 3Lau, a couple of popular names that really came out to me. So we have the co-founder of EA Sports Games. We also have the villain from Call of Duty. No, I'm just kidding. But this is Avicii's former manager. We have the co-founder of Twitch. a chief architect at BitTorrent. And if you guys don't know that platform, they know a little bit of something about decentralization. And the rest of the names I didn't know, but their investors are also pretty stacked as well. Now on to the news portion. So along with the content that they allow artists to provide, now Audius has partnered up with Solana to allow artists to post NFT collectibles on their homepage, so they can sell a track as an NFT, or they can bring in import an NFT from a different platform, the Solana platform, to be able to be shown on their dashboard. And like I said, this is an Ethereum based project, so it would only make sense that they partner up with a layer 2 who has cheaper gas fees, better scalability, and a more popular NFT project or platform overall. The next bit of news that I've seen, and which was really hard to find, as you can see, this was from Rolling Stone. The next article will be from Rolling Stone as well, which is the last place I would expect to find crypto news. The first streaming service partner with TikTok is Audius. The most popular video platform right now allows new content creators to upload their music directly to TikTok. And this is in a world where we have people making viral videos that go viral overnight. And if you're telling me that I have access to this same platform with my new music, if I was a new musician or a new artist, I would jump at this opportunity in a heartbeat, to get my information out there. And it is almost how most independent rappers starting out. They do all the legwork to get their information out there, but Audius is kind of doing the work for you. And this is where the name dropping comes in. So we have Katy Perry, Nas, and Jason Derulo investing big in a Spotify rival. So they all have invested in Audius, and this was a multi-million-dollar investment round funded by a dizzying number of superstar artists and top-of-the-food chain music executives. And I'm not too surprised, as even the most popular artists right now are continuing their independence by finding other independent rappers or investing in platforms that promote independent rappers and artists for their own benefit. Katy Perry has partnered up with a couple of NFT platforms, especially ThetaDrop.com, to release her own NFTs as a collection for her fans to see. So not surprised that Katy Perry is up here. Very surprised about Nas and Jason Derulo. But there was also many more artists in this article. Make sure you guys take down the URL so you can fact check. But yeah, interesting news. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this video. I really respect the fact that Audius is a first mover when we are talking about something innovative and bringing a change to what is currently plaguing independent rappers to be today. They're giving the power back to the individual when it comes to content creators, artists, musicians, and they can choose their own monetization. Like we seen in the piece of news, they can sell their track as an NFT. They can sell their music for the stream, maybe an album like Tory Lanez did, or they can stream their music for free. They can do whatever they want to do because there is no middleman, and 100% of the profits goes to them, excluding network fees and things like that. But we are seeing money go through the blockchain innovation, which proves better. We are seeing gaming go through blockchain, which proves better. We are seeing VR and reality-based systems go through blockchain and prove better. And it is now the time that we see music go through better innovation through blockchain. And these are all decentralized matters which rely on the people holding up the strength of the networks themselves And this all proves beneficial to both parties. If you are a content creator, you get all of the profit. If you are a node operator fostering all of the content that is on an ecosystem or a particular network, you get compensated as well. You do not just participate for free. There is no more need for middlemen. There is no more need for label makers, for artists. And Tory Lanez has proved that. He released his own album via eNFT, minting 1 million copies and issued them for $1 each. And they all sold out within 10 minutes. And that just proves that this is the new way. This is the future of how music will be distributed in the future. And I can definitely see Audius taking off and being a part of that future. I currently do not hold any Audius tokens, but I do believe they are not for me. Like I said, there is all sorts of things to do in the crypto space, and those are the things I will be participating in. If you are a music connoisseur, I would definitely encourage you to take a look at this project. Just like I would encourage you to look at Theta or VRA if you were a content creator, or play video games that can earn you NFTs and or cryptocurrency. So there's something for everybody. And that is why I love this space. It is all inclusive. And that is all I have. If you guys have any value that you want to add to this content, please let me know down in the comments. If there is anything that I covered that you would like me to expound on, also put that in the comments. If you found this helpful, and you have no improvements and just sustain the way I do things, go ahead and share it with a friend and share it with a family member. And I will see you guys next week.